Medyo maganda rin ang timing ng pagbabalik ni Lenovo Legion. And I know na itong phone na ito, actually si Lenovo Legion, has been dead for almost 4 years already. And finally, they decided to make a comeback after na RIP na si Asus ROG. But kung nga ba nasabi na this is the king of comebacks, malalaman mo rin after this quick intro. So no, alam naman natin no, na wala ng ibang gaming brands na naiwan except si Red Magic, which is, well, undisputed na siya, no? Kasi siya na lang naiwang gumagawa ng dalagang the real gaming phones out there. Let's not talk about si iQOO, let's not talk about si Poco F-Series, dahil hindi naman talaga sila tunay na dedicated na gaming phone. Well, ibahin mo to, si Lenovo Legion Y70 2026, ang daming ko na-discover na okay dito. And finally, sinabi ni Red Magic, hi, salamat, wala na kaming kalaban, and biglang bumalik si Lenovo Legion. So, nabulagta rin sila, no? I mean, akala nila safe na sila, no? Monopolize na nila yung market. Pero sabi ni Lenovo, teka. Don't get too excited dahil uupakan ka namin, sabi ni Lenovo. So, of course, syempre, it's just a short story lang. Unbox muna natin, no? So, this is a good looking box. Color black siya. And by the way, official pala sila sponsor ng FIFA World Cup 2026. Very simple lang ka ng packaging. Actually, wala kang makita na kasulat dito na Lenovo Y70 2026. Pag binuksan mo yung packaging, ito, makita mo agad ng phone. Pero there's still something inside here. So, lalabas ko muna. Ito. Ganito rin magtago si Motorola, no? And just for your information, si Lenovo pala, buy out na nila si Motorola from the market. So, makita mo yung OS nitong phone nito is made by Motorola. Hello, Moto. So, what do we have inside? Meron tayo SIM ejector tool. I hope nag-focus. Meron ako user guide here. And meron din ako warranty card. And I got here a pretty good looking case. It has the word Legion over here. And it's not your ordinary na jelly case lang dahil this is made just for this phone. Eh, meron pa nakatatakbang Legion dito, which is nice. Well, at least you see their efforts. Andito yung Legion na phone. Labas natin. We have yung kind of black na C2C cable. And we also have yung kind of black na 90 watts na fast charging brick. Type-C siya, by the way. Okay, so since everything's out of the way, dito na, outfold natin. We have the color black variant. And meron pala siyang color white. Pero I think the black one looks better and more gamer-centric yung kanyang look than comparing to the white variant. Actually, pinag-isipan ko na mabuti kung black or white ang gusto kong kunin. Nag-toss coin ako and sinabi ng black. So, black ang binili ko nga. And by the way, itong Lenovo Legion Y70 2026, ang kanyang 12256GB na storage is currently priced at 26,500 pesos and you can buy this from UKDB Gadgets. I'll pop the link on the description box below or just simply click yung YouTube shopping link para ma-redirect kayo and makakuha pa ng voucher para mas makatipid kayo coming from me to you. Normally, you get mga vouchers at 2,000 pesos, 2,200, or even 2,500 pesos. So don't forget to click the link na lang. Now, one of the good things na gusto ko dito sa kanya is ang ganda ng pagkagawa na. Very simple and yet it looks quite a bit sophisticated. Probably one of the things na hindi ko masyado trip is yung kanyang cameras dito, naka-protrude pa siya. So, may masasalat ka pa ring ring, no? Nakaumbok siya. But I ain't complaining kasi this is a gaming phone and I don't really care if I'm a gamer. Now, this one has the word Legion printed over here and it's matte finish, by the way. This has a glass back finish. It has the aluminum side frames and this one has a glass protection. I'm not quite sure kung anong klaseng glass protection ang nilagay ni Lenovo dito, pero I'm pretty sure na it at least, no, it should be at the very least a Corning Gorilla Glass 7i, at the very least. No, pansin ko, no, hindi siya sobrang gaan and this phone is weighing at around 225 grams, but I'll tell you the reason later that this one packs a big battery inside. Overall, yung kanyang looks is quite good and I kinda like it. Simple yet sophisticated. Pagdating sa looks category, I probably might give it a 7.5 over 10. So if you want the complete spec sheet nito phone nito, share ko muna sa inyo. Now, one of the most important things probably on day-to-day basis, alam mo naman, pag ginagamit mo ito pang multitasking, kailangan okay, smooth siya, wala siyang lag, wala kang maging problema dapat on opening apps, even yung mga heavy apps or mga AAA games. Well, actually, this is a gaming phone, by the way. So, you're expecting that it has a really good processor. And I know that this phone na ito wouldn't disappoint dahil this one has a really good processor inside. Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 5 and you know na it's pretty much a performer, more of a flagship level chip naman siya, except na mga elite na lang yung mas mataas sa kanya. Pero at the very least, 8 Gen 5 is 8 Gen 5. Malakas talaga siya. It's definitely a workhorse. And doing all of my multitasking dito, I would say it's definitely a breeze. Wala kang may problema kahit ano mga apps na buksan mo dito. Well, honestly, wala nang problema. Pero one thing na siguro maging problema mo dito is that wala siyang Google Play Store. But I don't mind dahil madali lang naman siyang i-install dito. Though it's a little bit complicated, though sinabi ko na ba sa'yo madali. Dahil ginawa ni GS Beyond Reviews, si Gadget Sidekick Beyond Reviews, ng tutorial on how to install the Google Play Store properly on this phone. So I'll pop the link na lang sa description kung saan mo siya makita yung kanyang tutorial. Madali lang naman siya. Medyo tricky lang nga talaga. Now, nung sinalang ko naman to sa Antutu benchmark, was able to gather me a 2.6 million points, which is for me quite good na, pretty much a performer. And if you want to see all of the other benchmark na ginawa ko dito sa phone na ito, eto na, pakita ko muna sa inyo. Now, one of the reasons bakit medyo mabigat to phone nito, like sinabi ko sa inyo kanina, is that it has a really big battery. Sumabak si Lenovo doon sa mga 8,000 mAh na battery, which this one has, a silicon carbon na malaking battery capacity. 90 watts na fast charging, it has bypass charging, kompletong-kompleto to phone nito. Of course, if you want to make it as your main gaming driver, talagang pack na pack ang kanyang battery. Makunat ang kanyang battery. I've tried it and it can last me for 2 days. Wala kang maging problema. As long as you're not gaming on that 2 days, casual gaming, kaya naman niya i-handle. And to surprise you even further, nilagay ko to sa PC Mark na battery stress test, no? And it was able to get me a 28 hours the screen on time. For me, nagulat ako sa kanyang result and I would say na, this pretty much backs up na sinasabi ko, 2 days sa battery life. Tingin nyo, kunat, di ba? Now, pagdating sa kanyang display, it doesn't disappoint as well. 6.82-inch na LTPO AMOLED display. Take note, LTPO on a gaming phone. So meaning, kaya na mag-switch ng kanyang refresh rate depende sa pangangailangan mo. And it can switch between 1 Hz to 144 Hz the screen refresh rate na meron dito sa phone na ito. And this one also has a max brightness na 7,000 nits. So meaning, when you're outdoor, maliwanag ang araw, you shouldn't have any problem. And yung display naman nito, I would say the pretty nice, solid siya. I've tried using on my social media. Solid naman to phone nito. Wala kang maging problema as long as you have a good internet connection. Globe Smart, wala kang maging problema dito. And by the way guys, this one has 5G. Sa Globe and Smart na testing ko siya, so you wouldn't have any problem dito sa kanya. And may eSIM din siya guys. Siguro this is one of the first ever, I would say really first ever, na China ROM phone na nagkaroon ng eSIM. Dahil hindi nag-e-exist ang eSIM technology in China for whatever reason, they are still using yung physical na SIM card until today. And pakita ko lang sa inyo yung proof. Kita dito, download eSIM. And na-try ko naman sa smart na eSIM, it does work. Walang problema. So sinabi ko nga sa inyo, there's a lot of surprises dito sa phone na ito. Talagang magugulat ka na lang pag na-discover mo siya. If you're watching naman your favorite shows dito, like sa YouTube, Netflix, expect na magandang ang resolution dito. Wala kang maging problema. Black is blacker. And the colors are sharp and accurate. So binge watching dito, okay, solid. Now, itong phone na ito also has dual stereo speakers. I have dito sa ilalim na speaker and the other one is coming dito sa kanyang earpiece. And this one is, by the way, being tuned by Dolby Atmos. So, expect mo na it should be something. And alam naman natin na pag gaming phone, yung ganang speakers is a little bit louder compared sa mga ordinary smartphones. So, check lang natin. Currently, one of my favorite LSS song is Lemonade from Aespa, and I'll Make Your Lemonade. It's very catchy, no? And I would say, kind of sound is definitely loud, pero siguro mas malakas lang yung mga ibang flagship level phones compared this one. Pero overall, I would say pretty solid for music tripping, watching videos, and playing games. Now, speaking about playing games, 4 ang games na nilaro ko naman dito sa kanya. Call of Duty Mobile, PUBG, Genshin Impact, and si Wuthering Waves. Now, one of the good things dito sa phone na ito is that it has a really good vapor chamber which can drop as low as 7 degrees Celsius sa kanyang init dito sa phone. So, meaning, if your phone is reaching 42 degrees Celsius sa isang game, it should -7, so roughly nasa 35 ka lang. Alamin natin kung totoo nga ba yun. Now, pagdating sa Call of Duty Mobile, I was was able to achieve 144 FPS. And good thing dito sa phone na ito, meron siyang floating na display. Kita mo yung temperature niya, kita mo rin yung kanyang FPS niya, which is pretty good, no? Real time, nakikita mo talaga siya. And on most occasion naman dito sa game na ito, halos consistent naman siya, nasa 140 to 144. Wala akong nakikitang lower than 144 based sa kanyang floating counter. Magandang touch response. I love it. I mean, one of the better phones to play this game, si CODM, is this one, si Lenovo Legion Y70 2026. And I could attest to that dahil ang ganda rin kanyang sound, solid na solid. Talagang mapapawaw ka lang dito sa kanya. And after an hour of gameplay, 35 degrees Celsius lang siya. 35. Take note. Pagdating sa PUBG, I was able to achieve 90 FPS naman dito sa game na ito. It's almost quite consistent naman siya. Pinakamababa na nakita ko na drop na 87. It went as high as 92. And halos doon lang lalaro talaga yung kanya FPS. The gameplay was really smooth. Nag-enjoy naman ako. Nagdalawang game ako dito and was able to get one chicken dinner dito sa game na ito. It was really fun, no? The graphics is nice. Magandang kanyang touch response. Really, really responsive. And overall gameplay, I would say I'm really satisfied naman dito sa kanya. And after an hour plus of gaming inside room temperature, hindi ako naka-aircon, 36 degrees Celsius, guys. Take note. Pagdating naman sa Genshin Impact, 60 FPS, almost consistent naman, except that pag medyo heavy battle, it went down to 55, pero that's the lowest lang naman na na-achieve ko. Gameplay was pretty nice, solid, magandang kanang graphics, touch response is good, sounds is good. Well, I would say na pretty much mag-enjoy ka naman dito sa kanya. I was really happy naman dito sa game na ito and wala namang naging problema sa kanya overall. And guess what, guys? After an hour of gaming, 37 degrees Celsius, guys. One of the lowest na nakuha ko for Genshin Impact so far. Pagdating sa Wuthering Waves, 60 FPS, na-achieve din naman natin and almost consistent din. Siguro nasa 57 to 60. Lalo na pag medyo clash na or heavy battle na. Okay din, maganda ka ng graphics overall. Tuwang-tuwa din naman dito sa kanyang gameplay, no? Talagang wala ka ma-feel na lags dito. And the graphics is good. Overall, the sound for me is not bad din overall. And ang pinaka-surprising dito sa kanya, yung kanyang temperature, 39 lang, guys. 39 after an hour of gameplay, which is probably a big surprise dahil it didn't even cross the 40 degrees Celsius mark. So meaning, yung kanyang vapor chamber really did work dito sa phone na ito. So definitely gaming on this phone is good, solid. Napag-usapan lang natin quickly yung kanyang camera, how good it is or how bad it is dahil this is a gaming phone. Normally, mga gaming phone, they don't really care about yung kanyang camera dahil most gamers doesn't even give a shit about yung mga cameras niya, no? But check pa rin natin. 50MP na main camera sensor with OIS and a 8MP na ultra-wide lens. And it can shoot you up to 4K and 60, surprisingly good. And yung kind of front-facing camera is 32MP and it can shoot you up to 1080p and 30fps. Pero honestly, one of the things na nagtatakaw dito sa kanya, dahil hindi ko makita, no, ang front-facing camera niya, wala akong makita kung ilang resolution ang kaya na nito i-shoot. So I was quite guessing lang until nung nakita ko na official spec sheet that it's just 1080 and 30. So I was like, oh, okay. I don't really mind kasi it's a gaming phone. Now, I'll be brutally honest dito sa kanyang camera. On outdoor, honestly, masyadong saturated ang mga shots na ito. Mga greens na ito are really greener than green. Saturated na saturated. And I would say na towards the darker green sa kanyang saturation, which is, for me, I ain't complaining, no? Kasi yung ganitong green, pag pinost mo naman to sa Instagram, maganda naman siyang tingnan eh. Diba? Personally, I ain't complaining, pero for me, masyado lang siyang saturated para sa aking mata. Pero pag sa iba, like mga flowers, like this one, okay lang naman siya, no? I think, kung saan siya masyado nag-OOA is yung sa kanyang blue sky and sa kanyang mga greens. Tignan mo itong blue sky na ito. It's not the usual blue sky. This is bluer than blue. Bluer than blue. I mean, napakanta ako bigla. Ginamit ko naman kanyang ultra-wide lens. Medyo saturated na blue. Pag yung kanyang normal na 1x, mas bluer pa nga siya, lalo. Diba? I mean, mas OA pa yung kanyang pagka-blue. And kaya naman niya mag-zoom up to 20 times zoom, which is ganito naman kanyang output. Medyo green niya ka ng digitally zoom, pero, well, it's a gaming phone. Wala naman sa telephoto lens, by the way. On some of the other outdoor shots na na-capture ko dito, I would say na pretty not bad naman mga shots. Sharp, nice, except that masyado lang talaga siyang green. Na kung mahilig ka naman pumasok sa mga groceries, you'll be able to take some nice snaps naman. Kaya honestly, you'll be surprised naman kahit mga flowers on indoors, okay naman mga pag-capture niya. Yung nga lang, again, like I said, a little bit saturated, so don't expect too much. And it can capture you some nice shot naman on indoor low light. To my surprise, not bad. And I went also to the Disney store and was able to capture some of these great snaps naman. Honestly, quite good naman ka ng camera for a gaming phone. I wasn't really expecting this kind of shots. Eh kahit mga simple food shot ng mga cookies like this one, yung mga tinapay sa bread talk, okay naman. For me, pretty nice na siya for a gaming phone. And further giving you some more food shot sa loob ng resto. I mean, not bad no? Ng mga shots na ito. I would say solid. And pagdating naman sa loob ng time zone, was able to take some, I would say na medyo dark scene. Okay naman itong mga signage nito. Hindi siya nagko-color spill. And nung medyo padilim na, no, roughly mga nasa 6 in the evening, I was able to take some of these snaps naman na low light talaga no, on outdoor. And it was able to perform. Now, another surprising factor din is kind of front-facing camera. I wasn't really expecting to get some really nice snaps like this one. And to my surprise, na ganito pala gaganda ka ng front-facing camera for a gaming phone. I mean, panalo. I mean, medyo saturated lang siya dahil yun ang kanyang color science, yung kanyang background, makita mo. Pero overall, yung pag-capture sa aking mukha is not bad. Hindi ako personally nainis dahil pangit siya, crappy, like si Red Magic na mga flagship kasi, well, undeniably, it's under display. Pero yung kanyang quality is talagang, well, I would say, crappy. Pero not on this one. Kahit pumasok ka pa sa indoor low light, pa rin mga shots, no? Though you would suffer a bit, pero overall, I would say, not bad, Here's a quick video sample from the front-facing camera. The Y70 2026. I'm not quite sure kung anong video resolution to. Kasi wala nakasulat sa kanyang menu, wala akong mapagpilian. Pero hula ko, no, either this is the 1080p 60 or 4K and 30. And here's a quick sample video from the rear camera ng Lenovo Legion Y70 2026. Kaya niya mag-shoot up to 4K and 60, which is for me, quite nice and decent for a gaming phone. And very stable siya, guys, no? Hindi siya mauga. Maganda rin ka ng color resolution based sa akin mata. Now guys, ano masasabi ko dito sa Lenovo Legion Y70 2026? Honestly, mind blown ako. Ang ganda ng kanyang gaming performance. Chill na chill ang kanyang phone. It didn't even cross 40 degrees Celsius. I mean, to my surprise kasi normally, if you're playing Wuthering Waves and all out yung kanyang graphical settings, talagang iinit at iinit yan. At the very least, siguro 43, 44, 45. Pero this one, 39. Probably one of the win factor dito sa phone na ito. Kanyang camera is also another surprising factor. Kanyang battery is really good, solid na solid. I wouldn't say na probably this is going to give Red Magic a run for their money. Talagang solid na solid itong phone na ito. Except na siguro pagbukas ng maraming bloatwares na kailangan mo burahin isa-isa dahil this is China ROM phone. But overall, I would say na hindi ka magsisisi dito sa Lenovo Legion Y70 2026. Now, if you want to know kung saan na pwede mabili ito, which doon ko naman nabili kay UKDB Gadgets, I'll pop the link on the description box below or just simply click the YouTube shopping link para makakuha pa kayo ng mga vouchers coming from me to you. So of course, syempre guys, kung meron kayong mga friends, kakilala na naghahanap ng magandang gaming phone this 2026, I think this is a good, solid option, si Lenovo Legion Y70 2026. Now of course guys, in-encourage ko kayo to like, subscribe dito sa aking channel para hindi nyo ma-miss out mga magagandang review just like this phone, si Y70 2026, the comeback phone ni Lenovo. So paano guys, hanggang dito muna ako. I'll see you when you see me. Peace out. And so, ako para si Richmond and you're watching Gadget Sidekick. What's up? Like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. For one of my latest uploads, click the dito. And for one of my popular uploads, click here.